Hello everyone, it's Geesje. Welcome to my channel. Today I hope to make a small project that won't take too long. It's called a brag book. So it's basically a book where you put your photos in and you can put it in your purse and show everybody what is your favorite thing to do. Now this is my prototype, so I printed some photos from my garden and my deck. So this is how I tried it out, like the size and how big the paper need to be. Here I have another one. It has my family in it, but I can show you my cat. Here I used cardstock that is previously dyed or printed, and here I used plain cardstock. Today I'm going to use photos that I printed myself from quilts I made from years ago. The basic size of the photo is a 4x6. This quilt is a landscape quilt, which will fit nicely on a 4x6 photo. So I also made other quilts that are portrait oriented. So then I decided to print them out 3x4 and it will fit on half a page. I would suggest grab a few photos and print them out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that go on a 4x6, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that go on half a page. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 papers. And I'm going to use cardstock for this. So I have 9 pages and I can get 3 pages out of 1 sheet of paper. And this is cardstock that I've painted, or I have no idea what I did. It almost looks like I played with salt. So I'm going to cut my cardstock pages 6 1/8 by 4 1/8, which gives me a tiny little edge around all my photos so that it looks kind of nice. So I will be preparing everything and then I will come back. The next step is to cut the 4x6 inch photos in half. And I will apply double-sided tape all around the edges. You don't really want to be using any kind of wet glue because that will distort the paper and also the photos. I have 2 odd-sized photos here. I will measure them and then also cut them in half. So I'll be adding double-sided tape to all my photos and then I will be back. So the next thing we're going to do is fold our page in half and apply 2 layers of regular painter's tape along the spine area, cutting off the excess. Because we're adding photos to our pages and we're going to glue them back to back, we are creating bulk on the inside. So we need to make up for that at the spine area. That's why we're adding 2 layers of painter's tape along the spine area. And I will be doing that with all my pages. Now I'm going to add my photos to it. This is the 4x6 picture, so I would have to match it up when I add the second half, and I have to be careful which goes where. This one goes on this side. So and I will try and get it centered, and I will fold this closed so that it's in the center but not in the center. Okay, I'll turn it over because I think that works better for me. Now this one goes like here. I'll push it against the other one, but then I will fold it closed and hopefully it's here correctly. Yes. So you create a little empty space in the spine area, but that's okay because you do need a little room, otherwise it's not going to fold closed properly. Then I have 2 photos that can go on here. So you need to crease the spine properly, otherwise you're not going to fit the photo in there. And we'll put this over here. Again, trying to have it centered, closing it, pressing on it. And then I think I'm going to add this one to the other side, and this one goes like this. Okay, then there's this odd size photo, right? We'll see how that looks. Okay, this one goes in the center. There we go. Okay, it doesn't look as bad as I thought. Okay, I will continue adding photos to the pages and then I will be back. So next what we're going to do is we're going to add double-sided tape to the outside of our page, and we always picking the one side. Say if this is a book, I will use the front cover to add double-sided tape to. And this is 1/2 inch, and what I used before was I think about 1/4 inch. Burnish this and repeat to all the pages. So I've added double-sided tape to one side of each page except for the last page, which I added tape to both sides. Now I'm going to add the covers first, and because I did not like this color combination, this is old wallpaper, and I add a little book plate to it so that I can see that this is the front, and I'm going to add it to a piece of cardstock that I painted black actually, and I'm going to line up the edges that are going to be against the spine, and we're going to add a spine of fabric later on yet. I will be doing this first and then I will be back. So the front and back covers have been attached. Now I'm going to add the next page to it. And it's basically a matter of lining up the edges. Okay. Not exactly in place, but not bad. The more pages you add, the easier it's going to get. Now you can do a trick that I sometimes do, is you add a little bit of liquid glue to the tape. It gives you a little bit more room to play with. So say you want to add a little bit of glue to only the tape portion. Lining up the edges. It's a bit hard to see because they're all the same color. And scoot it in place and press. I'll continue adding pages and then we're going to address the spine. So I glued all the pages together, and as you can see, it's not completely straight, but it's okay. And I've put 2 clamps in the back because it wants to come loose over there, and this way it will have time to really bond together. Now I'm going to look for a piece of fabric for the spine, and then I'll be back. So for this book, I used a regular piece of fabric. For this book, I used a piece of lace, and I didn't think that would go with this book, so I'm choosing a black piece of fabric, and I will be using a PVA medium. Not a whole lot of glue will hold the wallpaper in place. And only the side here. Don't add glue on the spine. So that was way too much glue. Clean up a bit. That's the advantage of wallpaper, it will clean up. And I only want a small little layer. That is way too much glue. Okay, and I'm gonna add this to the edge of it, somewhat straightish. I really hope you're not gonna see that later. And I'm gonna add some glue to the back. See, we want to use fabric because now your book lays completely flat. If you do paper, it's not gonna fold nicely with the spine. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below in the comment section. And we hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.